Well, the two top rods now rejoin us on track for their Dutch Open Championship here at Posterholt this evening. The cars making their way round to turns 1 and 2. Well, they'll park up and await to be given directions from the race director, Freddie Holden, who'll get them into their rightful grid positions for this event. This would be a 30-lap race for the 2-litre hot rods. The pace car falls into line down here on the home straight, as 820 Oscar Thompson backs up into the wall along with everybody else up there at turns 1 and 2, just waiting for cars to be now called round to the grid. The grid based on points scored over the heats earlier on in proceedings here. So we are just awaiting everybody to be called round, and then we'll be underway and racing as soon as we can. There'll be 2 rolling laps as well into this one before a 30-lap race. So we are just awaiting everything to be prepared and everybody to be called around. And the first one coming around already, our pole sister Aaron Masper in 41. Alongside him will be number 27, Gavin Allen. Row 2, D89, Tim Close and D728 of Dan Erdl. Then row 3, D194, Julian Dre and 456 of Kyle O'Donnell. Great gap beyond that, row 4 inside 222 Jamie Miles and outside H64 Julian Veyer. Row 5 is inside 127 Josh Beattie and outside 331 David Davidson. Row 6, 820 Oscar Thompson on the inside, and on the outside 710 Cole Ramsey. Great gap, then we've got row number 7 where it's inside 573 Nick Smith, and another great gap as well to the non-qualifiers section of the grid. Number 28 Jack Murrayhead on the inside of row 8 as he scored no points in heats and therefore he seeded in as a non-qualifier to the grid. So everybody making their way into their rightful grid positions. We'll get them lined up down here on the home straight, and we'll be doing racing very shortly over the 30-lap distance for the 2-litre hot rod Dutch Open Championship. Aaron Masper in 41, as a result, heads off the field though following the heats. First time ever racing the 2 top rods, we understand, alongside Gavin Allen in 27. We should be in for a rather lively one here. Tim Close inside row 2, ex-2 top road racer in real life here at Posterholt. Has done many a meeting here over the last few years. But the last car is line in the back, number 28 Jack Murrayhead, the regular Wreckfest Saloon stock car racer. The engines finds life then. Here we go with the 2024 ACSO 2-litre hot rod Dutch Open Championship. Masper, Allen, Close, Erdl, Dre, O'Donnell, Miles, Veyer, Beattie, Davidson, Thompson, Ramsey, Smith and Murrayhead. 14 intrepid 2-litre hot rods about to go into battle for 30 laps to decide who is going to be the 2024 Dutch Open champion. Round turns 3 and 4 they come then. The second rolling lap is about to commence. The yellow flag goes up and we are away and rolling for one final lap ahead of this 30-lap race for the 2-litre hot rods. Along the far side they go then. ACSO proudly presents the 2024 2-litre hot rod Dutch Open Championship. Green flag goes down. We're away and racing. Already got problems down here in the show. Got a spinner in front of us as Judy and Dre has got in 194. Cars scatter everywhere to avoid, and that's not gone entirely to plan. Someone Josh Beattie hooked up in that. Oscar Thompson at door 710. Cole Ramsey trying to avoid the carnage at turn 1, but our leader will be 41 Aaron Masper. Chased down by Tim Close in the D89 machine. He's got Gavin Allen in tow, but Allen hits the back of him, and round goes Tim Close at turn 1. That's going to allow David Davison catch up in 3-3-1. He's made a lightning start from group number 2, and he's up on the outside already, challenging for third place, but the leader is still Masper in 41 as they complete lap number 2. So it's Masper, Allen, Close and Davidson the top 4. 5th place is Dan Erdl in D728. So the top 4 is largely unchanged with the exception of David Davidson. We've already got one car going a lap down on the home straight down here. But it's been a fairly lively get-go from the top. One's already Josh Beattie trying the outside line on that looks to be Kyle O'Donnell in 4-5-6 on the Scottish contingency here. He's up on the outside of Cole Ramsey in 7-10. Ramsey now goes down behind 4-5-6 on the back straight for 10th. 5-7-3 of Nick Smith has hit the wall on the engine to turn 3, and that could be early dramas for the whole field. In fact, if the race has to be aborted because of that. But Gavin Allen is back up to 2nd place as we saw earlier on, and Tim Close is 3rd. 4th place is now Dan Erdl getting past David Davison down here in the straight, and David Davison launches Dan Erdl at turn 1, and the yellow flag's coming out. Wagers on the raceway. And I suspect the problem will be 5-7-3 of Nick Smith stranded across the track at turn number 3. And we can't really leave the car there if it hasn't moved. And yes, the problem is indeed the 5-7-3 Nick Smith cannot refire that car and is stuck in the fence on the entrance to turn 3 at the fastest point of the circuit. So we just need to get that car removed before anybody does hit it. And so yellow flags are out for health and safety reasons. Aaron Masper, our leader in car 41 though, he made a good start and maintains his front position in the lead of the race. 27 for Gavin Allen behind him. Then it's Tim Close 3rd on the lineup from 7 to 8. Dan Erdl to the top 4 and change on the start. The first big change is 3-3-1 David Davison to 5th place in the Peugeot. So 5-7-3 Nick Smith pulls off. He's unfortunately unable to partake in any further action here in this Dutch Open Championship for the 2 Elite Hot Rods. We're just awaiting the race control team to be happy, which they are now, so the yellow flag goes back up. We are off and rolling with a single file lap sheet order restart to this one for the 2 litre Hot Rods. So down the back straight again, the restart will take place in just a moment. 7 laps will have been completed when the green flag is shown once again. So the pace car pulls off, the green flag goes back down, and Aaron Masper gets the restart he wants. David Davidson booked up by Dan Erdl behind in the 4th place battle. So Jamie Miles down the inside of Davidson at turn 1. We've got more progress being made by Kyle O'Donnell dealing with Julian Veyer in H64 up there on turn number 2. He's been chased down and overtaken now by 820 Oscar Thompson going into turn 3. So Masper leads the way in 41. Gavin Allen in 27, 2nd place. Tim Close still 3rd. Jamie Miles trying to make progress, and David Davison to the wall at turn number 2. So the Scotsman having some trouble. He's got Kyle O'Donnell now chasing him down in 4-5-6. O'Donnell thought was going to look to the outside line there, but thought better of it. Davidson defending a very tight line at the moment as they come down the home straight. Jamie Miles ahead of them in the 222 machine down the back straight. Davidson still trying to have a look at the back of Jamie Miles here in 222, but he's now got to rig out Kyle O'Donnell. He's outside line. O'Donnell is really pushing that car hard. 10 laps are completed, then we're a third of the way through this one in the Dutch Open Championship, and Davidson is going sideways on the back straight. O'Donnell pushing on him. O'Donnell now goes to the middle of Miles and Davidson at turn 3. What a move that was. Miles has to go wide, and through go Davidson and O'Donnell into 5th and 6th places respectively. Josh Beattie now trying the outside line of Oscar Thompson in the battle for 9th place at the rear end of the top 10. But Aaron Masper in 41 is a long way clear. Davidson and O'Donnell come to blows on turn 4. Davidson slows up. O'Donnell gets away. That's going to allow Jamie Miles around the outside as well in 222 as they go on to the far side. Side by side between the two of them. That's for the 6th position. D89 Tim Close has a minor problem down here in the but manages to rejoin us after a bit of a server warp, I think they're causing some issues. He's still chasing down the 27 of Gavin Allen. 820 Thompson goes down the inside of 127 BT. So on those two swapping places in the 9th place battle. Thompson is back through. And now they're being chased down by Jack Murray heading 28, who started from the very back of the grid as we saw earlier on. Miles and Davidson still scrapping over the 5th position, or rather 6th position at this point, with 5-4-6 a long way clear. We're halfway through this one now for the two top rods. Our leader is Aaron Masper at the halfway stage in 41. 820 Thompson still battling 137 BT down in the lower reaches of the top 10 over 9th place. Jack Murrayhead having a look, making sure he can pounce at some point. Tim Close trying to close on Gavin Allen for 2nd place. Cole Ramsey is about to go a lap down in 7:10. So a lap down goes 7:10 Ramsey, or Davidson in 331's in trouble on turn 4 now, chucking the car sideways. I think Davidson may have decided to give up racing here and just showboat instead. 820 Thompson catching the back of David Davidson in 331, who's doing what Tim Warwick was doing at the 2009 F1 semi-final meeting, burning the tyres off. I didn't know we were changing tyre supplier. 127 BT almost doors Davidson as a result. That's allowed Oscar Thompson through into 8th place at 820. Gavin Allen in 27 though has got a mirror full of the flying Tim Close in D89, who's been absolute live wire in this one so far. He's maintained 3rd place. Murrayhead now goes lap down in 28 courtesy of Masper in 41. David Davis, the next car to be lapped in 331. Gavin Allen now deals with the back marking Jack Murrayhead up on turns 3 and 4. He's going to get followed through by Tim Close in D89. They both go rattling past the back marker in front of us. Davidson in 331 has now got 127 BT in his sights. He's going down the inside into turn 3. That's the 9th place battle once again reigniting. Oh dear, there's a tangle on turn 4. Davidson in 331. He's hit by our leader, 41 Aaron Masper. Gavin Allen to the outside in 27, so side by side for the lead, and Masper almost runs Allen to the wall but thinks better of it. They're still side by side in turn 3. Tim Close is now looking more so than ever. He's really got a chance here to try and take the lead, but Masper pulls away from Gavin Allen again in 27. 137 BT runs wide, allows the leaders to go on through. Cole Ramsey gets up to 11th place past Davis in 331. There's only 12 cars left going. We've lost 573 Dick Smith in that earlier stoppage. And Julian Dre, of course, in 194 crashed on the very first lap. But Tim Close now tucked into the rear wing of the 27 of Gavin Allen as they go to the back straight. 41 Masper, though, is doing a magnificent job of holding up the front. BT 167 almost goes a spinning on turn 4, but just about keeps the car pointing on the straight and narrow. He went to visit the infield, though, it must be said. Now Masper last laps Thompson on the back straight in the 820 car. So Oscar Thompson goes a lap down on the charts. The top 3 right together, though, as they come through. And I think it's going to be 5 next time, please, unless I'm very much mistaken. But 41 Masper now lapping Julian Dre, H64, the regular autocross racer in the Netherlands. And Masper and, well, not Masper even, Allen, sorry, in 27 gets turned aside a little bit down there by D89 of Tim Close, but they all live to tell the tale. But Allen has dropped back, so D89 may receive a black cross if he was deemed to be at fault there. Oh dear, and Tim Close has absolutely obliterated 41 down there on turn 4 of Masper. Allen has gone out as well in 27. Dan Erdl is now through in 2nd place in D728. We have only got 3 laps to go, with Tim Close now leading with a massive question mark to his name on that basis. So Tim Close leads the way. 2 to do now for the German driver. Down the back straight he goes. Dan Erdl in 7-8 is supposedly 2nd place. Attacking the back of David Davidson in 331. Gavin Allen is 3rd in 27. The last lap ball goes out then for Tim Close in D89. The checkered flag is at the ready for him. Dan Erdl has slowed David Davidson likewise as well. Big plume of smoke from the David Davidson car, but the checkered flag goes up and it goes down on T89. Tim Close, who takes the checkered flag. 2nd D728 Dan Erdl. 27, Gavin Allen is third, but we have got some updated results that weren't as we saw them across the line. So Aaron Masper, the winner in 41, Dan Erdl second place in D7 to 8, third 27, Gavin Allen, fourth went to D89, Tim Close, docked 2 places for contact, fifth went to 456 even of Kyle O'Donnell, sixth 222 Jamie Miles, 7th 820 Oscar Tomsit. Then we saw 8th place 127 Josh Beattie, 9th 864 Julian Veyer, and 10th was 710 Cole Ramsey. The Malcolm Girling rule was in force, so Aaron Masper in 41 is reinstated as the leader and will therefore be declared the race winner as of the time he was taken out. But that is it from the ASCO to Top Rods here at Posterholt tonight. Thank you all very much for your support, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye.